What's up, Sunderland fans? Welcome back to Black Cats TV, and we're here for a match preview for Sunderland versus Green Army, Plymouth Argyle. Should be an easy one, right, Conrad? How are you doing?
Paul Whitehouse would be spinning in his grave if he heard your impression of Green Army, and he's not even dead.
Green Army!
Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. Looking forward to it. I've always had a little bit of a soft spot for Plymouth. Family member of mine, granddad, supported Plymouth, so it's sort of within the family. But easily, we have to win. It's always Sunderland, but Plymouth are the other team you look out for me.
I mean, it wasn't a complete walkover in the last fixture, right?
No, because we lost.
Yeah, I mean, it was a close game either way. I'm saying it was 3-2. It was a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
And
the last time we scored a penalty.
And it was against one of those ones. This is the one I keep referring to through this season. We should have beat them easily, but we got turned over by them.
It was one. I think it was the first one back from the international break right at the start of the season, where we were on 4 wins from 4, only conceded 1 goal, and even that was 0-9. And we wanted to play them like just keep going. And then we went 1-0 up, and Rooney's Plymouth sort of rallied in the second half, 1-1, 2-1 to them. And then we sort of fought back, and we did equalise in like 88 minutes, I want to say. I think Mundell with his second goal for us, or third goal for us, actually. It would have been Burnley, Portsmouth, and then Plymouth. Yeah, their third goal for us. And at that point, you thought, do we push to win, or do we just sit back and take the point? And we pushed on, trying to win it, and Plymouth caught us out and won it themselves.
But, I mean, they're rock bottom last now.
Yeah, not won a game since the 5th of December, I want to say. And that was, let me just check here, 5th of November, sorry. And that was at home against Portsmouth, a kind of local derby for them.
Yeah, and it should be a walkover. We're a different team. We've got better players. You know, our players are in better condition, so it should be easy as far as I'm concerned. I was just trying to see there, but it's trying to show me the live game. Actually, I'm going to have a look at that. Yeah. So their lineup versus Burnley. No one jumps out at me as a threat, really massively. Is there anyone that you identify on as a big threat for them? You've got the ties, right? So you should know.
Yeah. I mean, Barley Mumba's a good player, as we should know from obviously he came from our academy, and we sold him for like 30 pence when we were on the cheap and what have you there. And clearly, he's still a decent player. But looking at this, it's pretty much Morgan Whittaker. He's leading the way with it's Bundu has got 3 goals and 3 assists, but Whittaker has got 3 goals and 1 assist. I think there was a rumour the other day that Whittaker might be off to Middlesbrough, and it's he's not in the lineup at all at the minute playing Burnley. So
yeah, as we were filming this, so you should know it's the 22nd, and Burnley are currently beating them 3-0
in the first half.
In the first half, yeah.
So it's going to be a mighty comeback from Plymouth Argyle in the second half. So yeah, I think Whittaker's the one that I think always they keep going, well, he's going to get a move at some point. So potentially that could be happening. They also have, if anyone remembers from Premier League days, they have Andre Gray, formerly of Burnley as well, but 3 goals and 1 assist as well. Wow. Barley Mumba has got 1 assist, if we're looking back at them. They also have former Sunderland player from the terrible season we don't talk about in the Championship, where we ended up with 4 years in League One, of Brendan Galloway, who was on loan from Everton, if you remember as well.
I remember Brendan Galloway,
yeah. He started the season for us, and then I think we went, and no.
No,
definitely not. So the goals are spread out, but very thinly amongst their team. I know they've had a new manager since the Stoke 0-0 on the 4th of January, and which time they've beaten Brentford away in the FA Cup. They won 1-0. They drew 1-1 with Oxford, and they've lost to QPR, and now they're probably going to lose to Burnley as well.
Well, I mean, these are the stats that you hear that makes commentators curse. And, we're always... I feel like Plymouth might be our bogey team this year, but Plymouth have failed to win any of their last 16 away league games, losing 13 and drawing 3. Mm-hmm. Sunderland are unbeaten across their last 13 home league games. So, I mean, all the odds point to put a tenner on Sunderland, right? But we've lost 7 of our last 10 league games against Plymouth.
Yeah, we've not got a great record against them, especially if you want to talk betting. Actually, you need to speak to Suffolk Tom because he won like £1,000 or something the other night when we were
out
doing
at like 990 quid or something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly, and it was only on for 1,000, so he did pretty well with it there. Yeah, I'm just trying to look back at some of those games now. Of course, we had the 3-2 earlier in the season. We beat them 3-1 in February last year. I think was Beale still in charge at that point potentially, but
Please
that was
don't swear on the channel.
I think Job sort of came off the bench and did a really good finish. Ekwa got one as well, so we were. It sort of felt like that was one of the results that actually kept us in the division. But then before that, you're looking back to 2021. We beat them in League One at home. We beat them down away as well to get into the playoffs one season. And then before that, you're looking at like 2007, where we beat them in the Championship under Roy Keane. And blitzed the Championship.
I mean, we're in a 4-way battle at the top of the league at the moment. So we can't afford to drop points at silly games like this.
No, definitely not. And I don't know if I saved it. I might have sent it to you, but there was something about league position and points. And obviously, this league looks incredibly tight at the moment with the points that everyone has. Here it is. I found it on my phone here. So at the time of this, so this was on Sunday, Sunderland were on 51, Sheffield United were on 55. And this is after 27 games. But the season we got promoted with Roy Keane, we were in 10th place after 27 games with 40 points, and we still went on to win the league that season. The team at the top at the time, Birmingham City, had 53 points.
Yeah.
So it's, like there's still time. There's a lot of football yet to still be played, and we're hanging in there. Hanging in there is probably a wrong thing to say. We're more than capable of getting ahead of these teams. We are challenging them. Yeah, you're right.
And no teams at the top are undefeatable. They all can drop points quite easily. Anyone can have a good run. Like QPR's down in 10th, they could easily have a good run. So it's still anybody's league. I get that, but as long as we strengthen right in January, which we have already started to do really well, I think. And we don't slip up against stupid teams like this. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's the main thing we can hope for. A bit like Stoke away in December or January, where we lost that one despite playing well. I mean, like you said, we're taking points off the top two. We should have had 6 points off Burnley, but we got 4. We've definitely got 3 points against Sheffield United. We've got 1 so far against Leeds, and we have to play them again soon. If you count Borough as one of the top teams because they're chasing us in the playoffs, we've already beaten them. So it's not necessarily the teams around us that are the issue. It's a bit further down, shall we say? But lineups, would you keep the same one?
I
would.
I don't know. I still want to see Laffy in the centre, but who do you drop? I don't know. I think Rigg needs a rest. I know he's just had his injury. But he seemed to me like he needed a rest. Not off completely, but start on the bench maybe.
He either needs a rest or he's not fully recovered.
Yeah, there's something not quite right with him in that last game as far as I'm concerned. So I'd love to see Job, Neil and Laffy as the centre 3. And have Roberts,
Mayenda. So Roberts in for Rigg and just reposition the rest of them.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think that's about it. I'm not sure if Sirkin went off with any issues or he just came off to rest.
I don't think so. I think it was a tactical thing, a bit like we did at Swansea where we took him off and put 09 in there. I don't know if Lebrie's a big fan of this, playing centre-backs at your full-backs like Arsenal do, where they seem to sort of prefer the solidity of a centre-back rather than, the bombing forward option under certain situations.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like I miss Ballard. This is the problem. Because as much as he's not as good a defender as Meffin, he was also a threat on set pieces, and we've been terrible at set pieces. Yeah,
he is. It's but 09's probably been Mr. Consistent for us. Never really he's given away a penalty or so, but that game, which was Sheffield United, he gave away a penalty. He did something else wrong, and it was like, this is easily his head could go down, but he he just got straight back up and put in one of the greatest performances of the night to keep out Sheffield United for the rest of the game.
Yeah, would you play
goal,
the same
that was
team?
it. He got a penalty and yes. At this point, I think you don't change a winning side. I think Enzo's finding his feet with Sirkin. There was a lot of little nice moves between them, especially with Job just on the inside. I thought Enzo got a lot more freedom against Derby, which is to be expected because they're a lesser team than Burnley. So I'd like to think that you keep him out there and hopefully he'll get a goal, he'll get an assist in this one. Should have had an assist against Derby, which we've already discussed, and it was disgusting. But he should have had an assist in that game. And yeah, I think you can't change Isidore. He did score, even though it didn't count. He did score. The ball was in the net, and I think Mayenda deserves to keep playing with the goals and the goal contribution he's getting. He's our highest goal contribution this season with 9. He's 19-year-old.
Well, if you're Labrie, is this not the game you try other people because it's bottom of the league?
No, we tried that against Stoke in the FA Cup. That was your take a gamble game, and I think we said at the time no one really could, apart from Ashish, who I thought was still a good game, and Alexic got a good game when he came on. No one who was any fringe player or rotation player really covered themselves in any glory in that game. So it's one of those that's like you say, it's important not to stumble in these games.
Yeah.
So don't take your foot off the gas. You've got to go for it.
Cool. Prediction?
I technically was right in the last game if the bloody official hadn't decided 2 minutes later that it was
official wrong. Prediction, please. Yeah. Official ending score.
I'm gonna do the wee Philly special. I'm gonna go for a 3-1 home win for us.
I'm not gonna give them 1, not in the form they're in. And I'm going to give us 5. 5-0 Sunderland.
I just think they're going to be, the team at the bottom that try and scrape and scrap and play awful and just get anything from you and just.
I'm purely based on the fact that Burnley have put 3 past them already.
Yeah, and Burnley don't score goals actually. So
yeah, and it's
you're
just.
Right.
And plus I want to do it. It's 5-0.
It's 5-0.
It's 5-0.
It's half time.
There you go.
Going to change your prediction to 10?
No. I'm going to stick with 5. That's an omen. In fact, I said it and then checked it. 5-0 is what I'm going to go for. Isidore's going to get 2. Mienda's going to get 1. Lafie's going to get 1, and Job. There you go. Full prediction.
Good. Anthony Patterson's going to get all 3.
I want double points if I get all. Yeah.
Do you have a giveaway that you need to link?
I'll just mention it. We mentioned it in the last transfer video. If you go to that, we'll link the video in this video and chance to win a shirt. Plus, if we get plenty of entries, we'll throw in a Black Cats TV shirt as well. And we'll be drawing it on deadline day on our live show there. And we'll be giving that away. So make sure you enter all the instructions how to enter on the transfer one, but you'll see in the comments what other people are doing. You'll kind of get the drift. So that's about it. Would you like to say your goodbyes?
Yep. See you later, everyone. And get ready to see the Green Army.
Green Army. Well. We'll just slice him in between us.
Yeah, we'll just put Paul Whitehouse right here.
Green Army!
But yeah, like the video, subscribe. It really helps us out. We're doing pretty well at the moment, so let's keep it going. Thank you very much.
Yep, can't say anything more than that. Thank you. Like, subscribe, all that lovely stuff the algorithm likes, and we'll see you all at the live game. Don't miss it. 3:00 on Saturday. I'll be on from 2:45, not rushing home from work.
There'll be no reaction from me because I will be getting drunk somewhere.
Well, we want a drunk reaction.
Yeah, a drunk reaction. Okay. I haven't even seen it, but I've seen the stats.
Right. Catch you later, guys.
See you in a bit. Bye.